Peace. This is Love of Love Oneness, also known as Ioka, formerly known as my aunt, coming to you tonight to give you an overview of who Love Oneness is and also to talk a little bit about twin flames like I promised. So, Love Oneness. Love, I am Love. My husband is Oneness. His name is Ifan Kunle. Together we are Love Oneness. It is our philosophy that we are the external reflection of the internal work that we're doing. So we're having an internal love affair. And we have come together in this lifetime to inspire and encourage and also help to create and develop true love relationships. And that's what we mean when we say love magic, which is what we're all about. Some of the things that you can expect from us is different philosophies from me and my love oneness, about our relationship, about healing, about spirit, cultivating spirit, intertwining spirit together. All these things relate to each other. And so what you can get from us is that we offer meditations, which we will have videos for in the future, chants, different Reiki techniques that you can perform on one another. We also offer relationship coaching, private relationship coaching. In the future, we probably will do classes. We also are both of official ministers through the Universal Church. So we are able to officiate weddings and sacred union ceremonies, which is our honor and our pleasure. Creating these love relationships is our purpose. It's part of who we are. And then also, too, we are holistic doulas, meaning that we can help these beautiful couples to bring forth these deities, these ancestors' rebirth to this plane. And so those are just a couple of the things that we do. We also offer couples Reiki sessions, and we also show couples how they can perform Reiki on each other to enhance their intimacy. So that's just a little bit about who we are and what we do. We are definitely twin flames because we both understand that individually we have our own purposes, and that purpose is in healing humanity, but that we have come together because of the great service that we are to give to the world. And so a little bit about twin flames. So when we're talking about twin flame relationships, we're talking about two individual souls. So you have to think about it as that we all come from this big, humongous pot, or you can say it like the ocean, right? Which is the creator or the God energy. And each individual has a soul of their own that is connected to that source, right? To the ultimate source. So every soul is a complete soul of their own. And so throughout the course of time, they are evolving spiritually, going through different karma, healing from different karma or paying off karmic debt throughout the course of lifetimes. Even up until this lifetime, they are paying off karmic debt until they reach an evolution spiritually that draws them to each other. So they become each other's reflection. So once again, these are souls that are complete in their own regard, but spiritually they come together in this lifetime. Sometimes twin flames and soulmates get confused because soulmate relationships are intense, just like twin flame relationships are intense. But the difference between soulmate relationships and twin flame relationships is that in soulmate situations, it can be parent to child, it can be sister, brother, friends. It can be relationships. It can be co-workers. Like, there's so many different soulmate relationships. And the soulmate relationships come with a karmic debt. Either both of you owe a karmic debt, or one of you owe a karmic debt to the other. So those, you come together to deal with the karma that has been laid. And I'm sure that we all have those relationships anyway. Twin flame relationships, however, they come together for the purpose of what the frequency that they bring in the upliftment of humanity, because of the great service that they have to give to humanity. So the twin flame relationship is a very intense relationship. It can be very chaotic, or it can be very harmonious. In the chaotic situations, they're constantly banging heads. Well, let me tell you why. They can either be harmonic or chaotic. And the reason why is because in twin flame relationships, they are reflecting each other. So they're reflecting each other's spirit as well as each other's ego. So when the ego comes into play, they're back and forth, and nobody wants to back down because the ego is out. The ego is taking over. Everyone's in their own personal feelings. Nobody is worried about the other person's feelings, or what is best for the union. So that can cause a chaotic relationship. And especially when intense things constantly are happening, which specifically in twin flame relationships, everything is intense. It's always intense. There's no way around the intensity of it. So on the other side of things, spiritually, they also reflect each other. So it's constantly growth, the pursuit of growth and development. They both are willing to push each other for the goal of enlightenment and ascending to the next dimension. And so, like I said, in chaotic situations, it can be very constantly headbutting, each other. But then on the opposite end of it, in the harmonic way of it, they are constantly uplifting each other. They are constantly challenging each other, and they are constantly growing together in the pursuit of enlightenment. And it's because of the frequencies they both put off that has the ability to heal everybody around them and inspire everybody around them, and heal and potentially heal the world because of the vibration that they're putting off. Their goals is constantly in developing and uplifting each other, and keeping their spiritual life in the highest capacity. So, Love of Oneness, one of the things we do is we help to develop a spiritually cultivated relationship. We help you to develop, on the very basic level, respect, admiration, loyalty, commitment to each other. But on a higher level, we help you to see that whatever is going on in the relationship is really truly a reflection of yourself. And we help you to develop yourself, and we help you to connect and intertwine spiritually with each other, so that you have sorry, I just lost my words. You're developing a spiritual relationship that is gratifying on a level of all 7 chakras, at least all 7 chakras. That you are connecting at all 7 chakra levels, therefore are able to grow together and be satisfied within the relationship itself, and not look outside of yourself or the relationship for fulfillment. Now, one of the questions from the Enter the Womb conference was, are twin flame relationships perfect? Nothing in this life is perfect. We're in the 3rd dimension, so there's not anything perfect about anything. And like I said, these relationships are very intense. So a lot of times, perfection is the last thing that's even thought about. The difference is, though, that if you're aware that you're in a twin flame relationship and the goal is for you both, the goal for both of you is to stay together, then you're always constantly finding solutions to the problems, and you're always acknowledging each other and your divinity. What I mean by that is acknowledging the God energy in both of you and in yourself. So there's not disrespect, because you realize that in disrespecting your partner, you're disrespecting yourself. And uplifting your partner, you are uplifting yourself. That's the beauty in the twin flame relationship, is that when both people are spiritually elevating together, then they're constantly growing together, meshing together, intertwining. Their spirits is always intertwining together. And it develops, into telepathy, everything. Like, there's just so many different things that develop from it. But I just want to emphasize that it's not a perfect relationship, and I don't want people. And one of the things I do want to dispel is the romanticism behind it. Twin flame relationships should not be romanticized. There's so many people that I hear talking about, well, I want to meet my twin flame. I want to meet my twin flame. It's not that kind of party. It's not a romantic thing. It's hard sometimes. It's hard to be in these relationships when you have these trying circumstances, these trying obstacles and challenges constantly trying to come into play and challenging you. And then, when the going gets real tough, like, you have to be able to stand strong in who you are and in the relationship. And trust me, like, at every turn, there is something or somebody trying to infiltrate it, or see if it's real, or see what they can do to, try to corrupt it, if that's the right word, destroy it. There's always something. It's not like the Cinderella story where you're meeting your knight in shining armor and you're gonna live this happily ever after. Like, that's for children. So grow up. The twin flame relationship is not that. But it's very deeply fulfilling. It's very deeply satisfying. And if you're willing to put in the work, if both people are willing to put in the work, then it can be a very beautiful and very inspiring relationship. So this is my second video. I know I probably got a lot more to go, but I'm going to end it here. 13 minutes is more than enough, I think. So until the next time, this is Love saying peace.